So, hello, good day, everyone. For today's discussion, we are going to talk about our Poisson distribution. So, last meeting, no, we already tackled about the random variables and, of course, the two types of it, which is the discrete random variable and the continuous random variable. And also, we did discussed about kung paano natin ma-illustrate or to calculate our PMF as well as yung expected value natin or yung mean or average ng ating probability distribution. So, sa ating discrete class, there are numbers no, of discrete random discrete probability distribution, but only two will be discussed, which is the binomial and the Poisson distribution. So, let's start with our learning objectives. At the end of the topic session, the students should be able to explain the properties of a Poisson distribution and compute probabilities for Poisson distributions. So, ano ba yung tinatawag nilang Poisson probability distribution? So, sa Poisson class, no, it counts the rare or the number of rare events that occur in a specified time intervals. So it is very useful in decision making with respect to quality control situation, waiting line problems, yung mga queue, and other application businesses. Kung baga si Poisson class, no, it calculates the probability of a certain number of events occurring within a given time frame. So meron siyang interval, meron siyang time frame, or meron siyang period of time. So, who discovered this Poisson probability distribution? We have Simeon Denis Poisson. So, he is the one who discovered this probability distribution. So, the application of this no, in a real life scenario, we apply the concept of this Poisson probability distribution whenever no, it is used in quality control statistics to count the number of defects of an item. So, we can use this in determining if may defect or wala yung items natin. Also, sa biology natin class, we can count the number of bacteria. We can count it no, using Poisson distribution. We can count how many bacteria na sa isang oras or in a short span of time. No? Meron siyang time frame. And of course, in determining the number of birth in a district in a given period. So, just like sa binomial class, this Poisson also possess some characteristics. So, we have here characteristics of the Poisson distribution. So, the number one, the outcomes of interest are rare relative to the possible outcomes. Meaning, class, yung events natin, yung trials natin are relatively infrequent compared sa total number of the possible trials or events natin. Next, we have here the average number of outcomes of interest per time or space interval is lambda. So, I have here lambda. So, si lambda class, siya yung rate. It also state the number of events per time period. So, si lambda, it is also our mean or our mu. And si mean natin sa Poisson, no, sa Poisson distribution, it is equal to our variance. So again, si lambda natin, it is our rate. It state the number of events per time period, and our lambda is also our mean or mu. It is also our variance. So if you want to get our standard deviation, you just have to square root our variance. Okay, next, we have here the number of outcomes of interest is random, and the occurrence of one outcome does not influence the chances of another outcome of interest. Just like a binomial class, yung number of outcomes natin, no, it is or they are separate. Again, yung events natin are separate and they don't influence each other. So, yung events natin are independent. The fourth one is the probability of an outcome of interest that occurs in a given segment is the same for all. So, yung rate natin at which events occur. They are the same for all. So we have our formula here. Sa Poisson distribution formula, we have P is equal to mu raised to x times E, which is yung E natin is constant. Yan, makikita natin yan sa scientific calculator. It is approximately, no, we have the value of this 2.17, and there's a lot of decimal places in it. So raised to negative mu all over x factorial. So we have here yung mu natin. Again, pag meron tayong mu, it is our mean or it is our average number of occurrences per unit. So pwede siya maging time, pwede yung mean natin maging volume, area, or etc. And again, si E natin is constant, approximately equal to 2.71828. And yung x naman natin is the number of occurrences. So it could be 0, 1, 2, on, and so forth. So let's try to have our sample problem. So it says that the average number of days that a school is closed due to flood during the storm in a certain city in the eastern part of the Philippines is 4. So yung average daw ng number natin, or yung mu natin, again yung average natin, this is our mean, this is our mu, no? Yung average number sa days na pwedeng ma-close yung school natin due to flood during sa storm is 4. So we have here 4 daw yung mean natin. So yung probability natin that the school in this city will close for 6 days during a storm, yun yung question. Ano daw yung probability? So since yung 6 days natin, it is our x. So again, yung x natin, no, it is the number of occurrences. So let's try to get all the given. So our mu is equal to 4, our x is equal to 6, and our E is constant approximately to this 2.71828. So let's try to use our formula. So our mean here is our 4, so it should be 4 here. And all over x, I mean raised to x, which is our 6. And our E is with this value raised to negative 4, because again our mu is 4. All over x factorial or 6 factorial. So if we encode this in our calculator, we will have this 4 raised to 6, E raised to negative 4, and 6 factorial. So we have here the answer. So meaning yung P natin is 0.10416. So meaning yung probability, no, na school natin in this city will close for 6 days during a storm is 0.10416. Okay, so I hope class you understand the Poisson distribution or Poisson probability distribution. So if you want to do some examples, you can pause this video and try to solve it on your own. Okay,